welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Katharine, and in today's video, I'm doing a fall week in my life. First off, I wanted to start with some wax melts that I got in the mail quite recently. I'm going to unpackage them with you here on camera to see what I got. I know what I already ordered, but it's just fun to do it on camera so that you can see when I open it up, and it's almost like Christmas. So let's open this up. It's from Amazon, and I can tag the product down below. I don't get any like commission or money from it. I just thought I would share the link, so if you're interested in these scents for like a wax melter, feel free to buy it if you want. I can already smell the scents through the bag as I just opened it. Okay, so it's in this plastic bag, I think. Can I open it this way, or do I need to cut it open? Am I strong enough? There we go. So it's all from this specific brand called Farm Raised Candles, and it's a pure soy wax. And it comes in like these 6 cubes. So the first one that I have here is pumpkin spice. The second one I have here is warm butterscotch. The third one I have here is vanilla cream pie. The fourth one is pumpkin spice latte. And the fifth one is hot apple cider. I'm really excited to be using those wax melters, like the little cubes, in my actual wax melter. It's gonna smell amazing. I can already smell the scents through the plastic already, so I can only imagine how potent it is going to be like in my actual wax melter. I am so excited. Scents for me are one of the main things that help me get into like a season, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to use those in my wax melter. Right now, what I'm gonna do is go to a sunflower farm. You're gonna join me along because one of my favorite things to do in the fall is go to like a sunflower farm. So there's a few in my area, but I'm going to a new one actually today that I've never been to before. It is close to me. It's about 30 minutes away. For me, 30 minutes is actually pretty close because I have to drive like 30 minutes to get anywhere from my town. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna have some fun at the sunflower farm. Speaking about scents, before I leave for the sunflower farm, I wanted to show you the pumpkin body butter from Trader Joe's that I'll be using. It is literally fall in a lotion form. And then I have this beloved apple and cinnamon bark, like body mist, I believe that's what it is. And this combo together is going to be all fall. I also made this tomato soup before heading out to the sunflower farm, and it's going to be delicious. So I just got to the sunflower field. As you can see, it's called Felix Family Farm in Ipswich, Massachusetts. And just an FYI, you do have to make a reservation in order to come here, and it's $13 per adult. I don't know how much it is per kid, but you do have to go online to make a reservation, and it's $13 per adult. I've come here before for like their tulip fields, but now I'm here for their sunflower field. I'm so excited to be here. It's a beautiful day. I'm driving home right now, and don't worry, I'm being safe. My eyes are on the road. You're on like a little suction cup tripod on my windshield. But anyways, I really like the sunflower fields. I only wish that they let you pick the sunflowers though, because the last time that I was there for the tulip fields, you got to pick the tulips. So you would pay like the flat admission fee to get in, and then you would pay per stem for the flowers. And I wish they did that this time, but who knows, maybe people were taking advantage of the system and they don't allow people to do that anymore. I don't know their reasoning, but whatever. I only wish that they let you do that. They did have like pre-picked sunflowers that you could buy at like the front entrance, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pay for the experience of like picking my own sunflowers. But I'm heading home now though. I'm gonna have some dinner, like the tomato soup that I showed you earlier that I made homemade with some grilled cheese. I'm gonna make some grilled cheese. And then tonight I'm actually going to my town's light boat parade. So basically all of these boats register with the town and they deck out their boats with the different lights and decorations, and they have a parade style type trot around the harbor, if that's what you call it. And they line up in a line and they go around the harbor, and people can watch from the land and just see all of the lit up boats. So I'm gonna go to that later on tonight after dinner, and then just call it a night after that. But I'm excited for this video because I love the fall season here in New England, and it's just a fun time to be living in the Northeast of the United States. So I'm looking forward to bringing you on a lot of other fall adventures. As you can see, I had dinner and it was delicious. The tomato soup, I think I could do a little bit better next time. Just the taste was a little off, but that'll come with practice. But now I'm headed to that light boat parade that I was talking about in my town, and it's gonna be a fun time. It's a tradition in our town, so it'll be a great time. So follow along, and then after that, there'll be more fall adventures. Car. It is another day. I had a really fun time at the boat light parade. They had fireworks afterwards. But now what I'm going to do for my next fall activity is go to a free little library. I can never get the correct words in the right order, if that makes sense. But I always like to go to these like during all seasons of the year, but specifically during like the spring, summer, fall seasons, because it's a little bit nicer out. But I'm going to be bringing my used Bible to this specific little free little library, whatever the correct terminology is for it, because of the fact that I actually just got 2 new Bibles, and I can insert some videos here, but I realized that I don't really enjoy reading the King James Version. I will if I have to, but it's like not my favorite version of the Bible. So I just switched to reading the NLT, or the New Living Translation. And I'm getting rid of this because it first of all, it's in pretty good condition. It has like all these tabs in it, and it has like some notes in it. It is a note-taking Bible. So let me see if I can find any notes that I have in here. For example, like I have some notes taken on the side. I have things highlighted and underlined. And I would give this to someone that I know, but first of all, I don't want someone that I personally know to know my innermost personal thoughts. And also, I think that if someone got this for free in like a little free library, whatever it's called, and they saw that I highlighted it, maybe they can take something out of what I've highlighted or underlined or taken notes about. And I think that is really cool. Like if I found a used Bible in a free little library or a little free library, I would totally take it, because I feel like I would learn so much better by whatever the other person highlighted or underlined or took notes on. But yeah, I'm going to go put this in that little free little library. It's one of my favorites in my area. I'll try to insert like the specific one that it is, and maybe you can visit it someday. It's in Rockport, Massachusetts, and it's one of the prettiest ones I've ever been to. It's like right by the water. So let's head over there and put my Bible in there. As you can see, I put the Bible in the little free library, whatever you want to call it. I didn't see anything there that I wanted to pick out, but it was fun just to go. So thank you for joining along. I'll see you on my next fall adventure. Hi, I'm back with another update. It's a few hours later after I went to that little free library or free little library, whatever you call it. And now it's kind of turned into like a bookish day, because now I'm going to a used book superstore. I'm in Burlington, Massachusetts. This is the closest used bookstore to me, and I'm just very happy to be here right now because it is about 45 minutes from my hometown where I'm currently living, so I don't get to make it here quite often. So I'm just really looking forward to going inside. The last time that I was here, I believe, was around Christmas time, which would be around like 9 or 10 months ago, almost a year. So I am just really excited to get in there and see what they have. I'm kind of in the mood for thrillers because it is the autumn and fall season. So let's see what I find in there and if I come out with anything. They have such a large selection in here. It's always great to pop in and see what I can find. I can usually find something in here just because of how many used books they have, but let's head inside. Sucked because I didn't find anything, and I usually love going to the bookstore, especially a used bookstore, during the fall. So let's get in the car and discuss this more. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I didn't find a book in there, which I'm honestly really surprised because I can usually find at least one book in there that I want, but I feel like even since the last time I came here, like the prices have definitely increased. Like, they're all used for the most part. Like, I would say like 80% of the books in there are used. And then the other like 20% is new, but they have like the new books like displayed as new. They're not like mixed in with the used books, if that makes sense. They have like a whole new like section for specifically like new books. So I was looking at like the used book sections, and even if I found a book that I wanted to buy, for example, like I wanted to buy The Teacher by Frida McFadden because it's a thriller book, and I was primarily looking for thrillers to buy today, and like the used book was more than like I would buy it new, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why would I buy a used book if I have to pay more for it if I was buying it brand new? So I'm kind of bummed out. So like, first of all, I had like a list of thrillers that I had in mind that I wanted to buy, but I either A, didn't find that specific thriller book, or if I did find a specific thriller book that I wanted to buy, it was like more expensive used than it would be new. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go to Barnes & Noble, because in this same city or town, I don't know if it's considered a city or a town, Burlington, Massachusetts, I don't know. But anyways, in this same area, there is a Barnes & Noble that is 2 stories, and it's much better than my local Barnes & Noble. And I just got the Barnes & Noble Premium membership, so let's go there and see if they have any of the books that I want. From Barnes & Noble, as you can see, and I got my fabulous tote bag from being a premium member with them. I didn't realize that I actually had to go to the physical Barnes & Noble store in order to pick this up. I thought they were going to ship it to me, but I got it while I was shopping in the store, which is great. It's like a really good quality tote bag, and on the back here has a tag, and it says it's valued at $21.99, so $22. So it's a great deal that you're getting with the premium membership. But anyways, let's get into the books that I got. So like I was mentioning before, I was looking for thriller books. So the first book that I got was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, The Teacher by Frida McFadden, and You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. I'm really excited to read these books this fall. I don't know if you can tell, but I clearly have my bathing suit on and I have my beach bag, because today, at the time of filming this, it's September, so I'm doing my last beach day because summer is so short-lived here in New England where I live, and it's very far and few between that we have beach days. So today's probably going to be my last beach day because it has been getting a little bit colder. It's around like 70 degrees right now. But next week, as I'm checking the weather app on my phone, it's gonna start getting into the 60s starting next week, like I mentioned. And today is probably like the last day it's gonna be like in the 70s. So I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna go to the beach. So you're gonna join along with me. I know this is like a fall type video, but because it's September and we're like transitioning into the fall season with like the lower temperatures and everything, I do go to the beach sometimes if it's warm enough, because we all know winter is coming. And here in New England, winter is brutal, especially during the times of January, February, March. So I try to get as much beach time as I can, even if it's technically the fall. Well, technically it's not the fall yet, because I think like the summer ends like in the middle of September, so it's not quite done yet. It's still technically summer, but even though September, for me in my brain, like all of September is fall. But let's just go to the beach. But before we head to the beach, I do want to show you a few quick things that I want to update you on that are fall related. So as you can clearly tell, I have my little coffee station over here. Behind these little bags, I have my little electric kettle that I got from Target a few years ago. But I did get from Amazon these two fall pumpkin spice type coffee treats. So I do have here from Mary Lou's Coffee, which is a well-known coffee place here in Massachusetts. I ordered their pumpkin spice coffee grounds, and then Layered Superfoods, I ordered their pumpkin spice powder creamer, which is like basically coconut milk powder with some like pumpkin spice type flavoring, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to have my pumpkin spice type drinks soon. And over here on my little like food storage stand that I have the Republic of Tea, Republic Chai tea bags. So I can't wait to officially use these as well. And then underneath here, I still have to hang these up, but I just framed these. And these are like different, like, I guess, cards and different like things that I've gotten out of like Bible studies or different things like that I've just collected over the past few months that I knew I wanted to hang up because of the fact that they were so pretty. And I'm gonna be hanging these up soon, but I wanted to show you. So I have this like little peony flower. This was actually on the front of a card that I got for my birthday. So I just cut it out so that it could fit into this little frame. I think it's really pretty. I also have here this Bible verse that I'm hopefully gonna hang up. Oh, it has a little styrofoam on it. Let me get that off. There I go. So it says, let all that you do be done in love. It's 1 Corinthians 16:14. I have another Bible verse here. This also has styrofoam on it. There I go. This was from when I ordered my new Bibles from Hosanna Revival, and it came in this package. I got a new Bible that I think I showed you, maybe not. I don't know if I showed you. I'll insert a picture if I haven't already, but I got it from Hosanna Revival, and this came in the package. It says, his word will not return void, by Isaiah 53:11. I have another Bible verse here. It says, we love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out of my mouth. And then I also have here this little girl reading underneath a tree. This was also underneath like a card, not underneath. This was like a cover to a card. It was like what am I even trying to say? I can't even speak. This was like the front page of the card that I got. And I was like, that kind of reminds me of me. I like to read. I like to be outside. So I'm gonna frame this. It looks really pretty. This was also on another card that I got. It says, Jesus is risen, the victory is won, sins are forgiven, praise God for his son. And then this one right here is like a declaration almost, if I can get it in frame. It's an identity declaration, and it says like, I am in Christ, and it has like all of these other declarations that are supposed to be what you are in Christ. This was in like a Bible study that I was doing, and I thought that it was just really pretty with the flowers behind it, and it's just a good reminder to hang on my wall to remind me of who I am in Christ. I also started hanging up all of my autumn and fall decorations, so I have this right here next to my TV where I have like a little fall scene going. But this little sign says Welcome Autumn. I got that from like the dollar store, I think like a year ago. They might still be making it, but always check out the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. They always have really cute, cheap, like fall type decorations. I also have these pumpkins over here. I just love these. I got these thrifting one time, and I love that they're pink and they're just so cute. I also have up here, like above where my Harry Potter collection is, I have another pumpkin at the very top, if you can see that. I just thought it fit well on top of my Harry Potter collection. And then on the door of my room, I just have this happy fall y'all, like sign, I guess you would call it. I almost called it a wreath, but I got this at the Dollar Tree about a year ago. And then on my doorknob, I also have this little like circular like knob decoration, if that's even what it's called, and it just says blessed on it with a pumpkin. And I also got that at the Dollar Tree as well. One last thing before I go, I did want to show you that I kind of like reorganized and replenished my closet because of the fact that we are transitioning into fall. So I wanted to get my clothes down from the closet. I didn't show me necessarily like bringing down all of my clothes because it was just a hot mess express. I was like sweating going up and down the stairs to the attic, but I did want to let you know that I did do like a little refresh of my wardrobe for the fall. And as you can tell, I have some like flannel type shirts and different sweaters and fall colors in there just to help me transition into the fall season. It always makes me feel a lot better to restock my wardrobe for every season, especially here in New England where like you definitely need to dress for the seasons because of the weather. But it just is very refreshing, and it definitely makes me feel like I'm, you know, changing through the seasons, and it's a new, you know, type of lifestyle that I'm getting myself into. But yeah, I did go up into my attic and get my fall clothes out and hung up. So yeah, I'm excited. Now it's time to head to the beach. I'm so excited. Last beach day. I'm sitting here watching the waves. I'm sorry if the wind is a little bit wonky and messing up the audio, but I'm here and I'm reading right now from Sand and Ash by Amy Harmon, and I'm loving it so far. I think it's going to be a 5 or 6 star at this point. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy being here at the beach and reading my book and going into the water and just putting my toes in the sand. This is going to be like my last official beach day of the season, and it makes me really sad. It's like bittersweet, but I'm excited just to be here and just happy and relieved to like just be at the beach. I got myself a pumpkin spice latte, and it's my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, the fall season, and I'm about to head to church. This latte is actually pretty good. It's my first time going to this specific cafe. It's called Daily Harvest Cafe in Beverly, Massachusetts, and it's pretty good. But yeah, let's head to church, and then after church, I'm actually going thrift shopping, so we're gonna have a fun day. It's clearly raining outside, as you can tell. So it's just like the perfect Sunday fall day to do a bunch of fall type stuff, like getting pumpkin spice lattes and going thrifting and going to church. Sorry, I was sorely mistaken. Daily Harvest is in Danvers, Massachusetts, not Beverly, Massachusetts. So let's head to church now and then thrift shopping afterwards. Okay, so I just donated a bunch of clothes, as you can see, to Savers, and now I'm going into Savers, which is a thrift store in my area. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with Savers, but I go here all the time, and when you donate clothes or anything for that matter, you get this like 20% off coupon, and that's why I like donating there, is because like I get discounts on going to the thrift store. So I'm gonna get into the thrift store now, Savers, and see what I can find. I usually gravitate towards the like book section, but I like to go in the clothing section and like the houseware section as well. So we'll see if I find anything. the thrift store today at Savers, so I'm leaving empty-handed, which is actually pretty rare. I always try to leave with something, especially if I have that 20% off coupon, but maybe next time I'll find something. But thanks for joining along on my little thrifting adventure today for my fall week in my life, and I'll see you in my next adventure for fall. Another day, another fall activity. I woke up this morning and had some chai tea that I showed you that I bought earlier on in this video, and I also hung up some of those frames that I showed you as well earlier on in this video. But now I'm here at Russell Orchards in Ipswich, Massachusetts, and I'm gonna go apple picking. So let's go have some fun. As you can clearly tell, I'm back in my car from apple picking. It was so much fun. I went for the Cortland apples because from the back of the bag, right here, I can pull it out. It has a list of different apples that they have and what they're good for. And they said that the Cortland apples were really good for baking because I want to use the apples to make apple pie. And in their little store, I also got some 10-inch pie crusts. I got 2 packs because for the amount of apples I got, I think I can definitely make 2 pies with. And then as you saw, I definitely got some apple cider and some apple cider donuts, and those were delicious. So I'm gonna go home now and make those apple pies. from church this morning, I finally started having my pumpkin spice coffee grounds and my pumpkin spice powdered creamer, and it was delicious. But now, since I'm home from church, I'm gonna try to use the rest of the apples that I had left over from my apple picking. So apparently, I thought the 2 like apple pies that I made from the apples that I picked was gonna be enough, but apparently I had even more apples than just the 2 apple pies that I made. So I'm gonna try to make like some sort of like crescent rolls with like the apple in it, if that makes sense. So like sort of like apple roll-ups in a way. I got these like crescent packs from the grocery store, and we're just gonna see how these turn out. I've never made like apple like roll-ups or apple like croissant type crescents before, so we'll see how it goes. I bet it will be delicious. I mean, how could I mess this up? But let's do this. To round out this fall week in my life, I'm gonna end it off with a sunset. I am going to miss the days when I can do this and that it's warm enough for me to enjoy going to these sunsets without snow or the frigid air. So I am headed to one of my favorite sunset spots and hop off this vlog from there, and hopefully you enjoy coming along on this little sunset trip and just this fall vlog in general. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I enjoyed taking you along. But yeah, let's go to this sunset.